The Oxford PaperShow digital pen comes in a little hard case like this, very well protected in your bag, and it works like the Anodo pen presenter by you putting a USB dongle into your laptop, and it will show up as a USB key. So you can actually store files on this, but what you want to do is to start the PaperShow application. And the PaperShow application can run on any PC you put this USB stick into, so it's also very mobile. The pen needs you to take off the cap in order to use it, but right now we're just waiting for the PaperShow pen application to load. And there we go. What I would like to show you is how we can annotate slides first of all. So I have a slideshow that I would like to draw on top of. And the way you do this is you import a PowerPoint file. So first you browse for your PowerPoint file in your file system. And in my case, I stored it on, and I need to find a good name for it. Okay, anything. I could write something different, but we just say, okay, so now it loads the PowerPoint slide, and you need PowerPoint on your PC in order for this to work, because it will start PowerPoint, load the slides in PowerPoint, and as you can see right now. And after a moment, it's ready. So now copying PowerPoint slides into the PaperShow application. All right, so now we're actually ready to print the PowerPoint slides. So what do I mean by printing? Well, the thing is, when you loaded the PowerPoint slides, you need to print it on special paper, and this paper comes along with the PaperShow pen. It has tiny dots in the background, so it's this special Anodo dot pattern paper, and it costs like 1 krone per sheet or so. So it's not overly expensive, but compared to the pen presenter from Anodo, which prints the dots directly from the PowerPoint application, you here need special paper. You need to put it correctly into your printer, and you need a color printer, but you also do that with the pen presenter. Anyway, you would normally choose yes on this question if you want to print your slides. I choose no because I already did it. And all I need to do now is to take the cap off the pen and wait for the session to open. So in a few seconds, yes, there we go, session open. I'm now ready to draw on my slides. I would like to put it in full screen first. So, all right. So now I'm in my lecture hall, and I have my slides on paper here, and I can begin to write, okay, so what's my name? My name is Kasper, so nobody forgets. And it goes on the screen. So this means that it works just like a digital board or tablet PC. You can use it for such. And the way you navigate is simply you turn to the next page. This is your next slide. And if you begin to write on that, crap. It's writing on the first slide. So this is one of the drawbacks. You need to keep in sync which slide you have on screen and which slide you're drawing on. So you need to press the arrow button right here to move to the next slide and so on. But I think you can learn to do that. It's a drawback with this solution, but all the pages has exactly the same dot pattern. And this is why it doesn't know if you're writing on the one or the other slide, and you need to keep sync between the analog world and the digital world. Another thing you can do with the Oxford PaperShow is to write on completely blank paper. And for that, you get a special notebook with just blank pages inside. In order to set up a session for that, you use the menu and select New. We don't want to save the previous. So I just need to take the cap off the pen, and I press OK here. And I'm actually ready to go. I can just write on paper. I made something like a squashed circle, and I would like to show this in full screen because suddenly I've got a digital blackboard with me in this very, very simple setup with the USB dongle and a book of blank pages. As when you're annotating slides, you also need to keep track on which page you're actually writing on. So if you look at the small icons, I have a new page icon right here. I will click that and I get a blank page. So I also need to turn the page in the analog world, and I can begin to write on this new page. You can select colors, pen sizes. You can even make special symbols with it. I'll just demonstrate some of these features. So for instance, you can see I'm allowed to select a thicker pen, change the color to red. And when we are writing, I can put a box around here and draw. Oh, my daughter is better at that, certainly. But there are these possibilities of using colors and so on. Although you don't see the color on the page, you see it on screen, and it's kind of neat that you can do this. Okay, one funky feature is the fact that you can actually draw rectangles and circles and arrows. So take a look at this. I now select a filled rectangle, and I think maybe, is it enough to just do that? I just draw a line in the diagonal of the rectangle, and I now change the color to blue. Do the same. This will be a square, and I can make circles like that. I can create an arrow pointing to the heart, and so on. There are a lot of possibilities here. And you can also go back. Okay, now I was trying to remove the whole page. I would like to say no to that. And you need to learn the navigation here, but then I select this one, and you can see item by item, these are removed. When you're done with your presentation, you can save it all as PDF and push it to people. If you want to create a pencast, you need to supply a screencasting software like Camtasia to record what is shown on screen. So pencasting will be a combination of this application, the Oxford PaperShow, and Camtasia or any other screencasting software that allows you to create a video out of what you're saying and drawing on the paper.